Welcome back to another Shyhammer Fantasy Battle Report, and today I got a doozy. This guy is Andrew, and he brought out his Chaos Warriors with Archaon, and I actually played Andrew at the tournament. He had a Vampire Count's army that was actually an army that was left there at the store, and he decided to get into Chaos Warriors just recently. He came by my shop over here in Chicago, and he said, he really wants to get Archaon. Well, guess what? I had an Archaon model that I bought maybe like when it first came out, maybe 7, 8, 9 years ago, somewhere around there. So I was like, you know what? I've had this model forever. I've never painted it. I never got my army started, Chaos army started that I wanted to. Here you go, man. It's a present from me to you. Just play it. I want to see you bust them out and see how it looks. And and maybe one day you could pay me back with something else just as nice. So he did. He pulled it out, and he has a Warriors of Chaos army list here, ready to kick my ass apparently. So let's start going by what he has here. He has 3 units of 18 warriors. The units obviously have command, standards, and all that, and then this middle unit here actually has a sorcerer. I want to say it's a level 4 sorcerer of shadow or metal. One of them's shadow, one of them's metal. The other, here's the other 18 block, and then here is Archaon right in the middle. He's a huge freaking model, and then he has 5 Knights of Chaos with him, Chaos Knights, and then here's 3 Juggernauts as well. And basically that was it. He just came. No artillery, 1 wizard, everybody else is warriors and cavalry, and that's about it. So let's go over what magic he has. Now Archaon and the sorcerer are both sorcerers, basically. So one of them has the Lore of Shadow, which has Mystifying Miasma, Penumbral Pendulum, and then Occam's Mind Razor. And then the other one, which is a level 4, gets the Ring of Doom, Enfeebling Foe, Glittering Robe, and Transmutation of Lead. And then for my magic, since we're on the magic right now, I got level 2 Lore of Undeath Goblin Wolf Rider Shaman, and he has Soul Stealer and Grave Call, and it's the first time I think I got double 3s, and I was like, or not double 3s, I got like 1 in 3 or something like that. It was like 2 shitty spells, and I was like, I can't even call up anything, so I'm just going to take the signature Grave Call. That's basically all I got. As for my level 4 Orc Shaman, I got Here We Go, Hand of Gork, Brainbuster, and Foot of Gork. And we're going to go, this is basically how his side looks, with his 3 big units in the middle and his cavalry coming up in the rear. And then here we go with my side. As you can see, I come with like basically the whole Orc horde here. Let's go over what I have. I have on the left corner there, the Goblin Wolf Shaman, level 2. It's actually my Godzilla the Hunter model, but I will be putting up a very soon Goblin Shaman in one of my videos. You'll see that I customized my own undead shaman. Got a Doom Diver on the hill. We got a Mangler right in front of the unit of 20 Night Goblins with short bows and fanatics. Next to them is the Savage Orc Horde, 30 savages with, or 29 savages really, with a level 4 Orc Shaman with them, Savage Shaman. Next to them is a unit of 3 trolls. Behind the unit of 3 trolls is Gorbad Ironclaw with his 9 boar boys and a flaming banner, just in case he came with any trolls. Next to them is a Doom Diver in the back and 20 more goblins with bows. And then here's my bread and butter right now, my Arachnarok Spider with the Howdah crew. And anyways, that's my unit. That's what we got. And let's start off with Chaos turn 1. First thing is, let's get vanguards out of the way, and I have 2 Wolf Riders. One is the Shaman. He goes ahead and flies up the side, and the other one, actually, I put him in the unit with Gorbad's unit, because he had nothing, like no war machines to hunt down, so I was like, I just might as well put him with Gorbad. So as you can see, he just kind of moved everybody up, and then that was about it. I mean, he couldn't really do anything. He has no shooting, so he goes into magic. Gets 5 power dice, and this wizard right here, this little son of a bitch, he goes ahead and does Glittering Robes, and I just go ahead and let that go, because it's not like I'm going to hit him anytime soon, except for, I mean, it gives him like a 5-up armor or something like that, but I'm going to go ahead and I'm not going to even hit that unit with Doom Divers or anything like that. These guys walked into the woods, and it was a normal wood, a normal tree. So so there's no forests, danger terrain or anything like that. That was basically it for his turn. We're gonna go to Orcs and Goblins turn 1, and again, I mean, I don't know how many videos you guys have watched right now of mine, but like the last I think 7 or 8 videos, Gorbad and his board boys have failed animosity, and guess what? Today is no different. Gorbad and the board boys failed animosity on the first turn, and they get the I think they get squabble, but the savages get a free move and a charge. But basically, they get the free move. They walk into the forest towards the closest unit, and they cannot charge. So basically, they act as their normal turn. Gonna go ahead and move up the Mangler right here, and again, for those for my Gorbad haters out there, since I got the animosity roll, instead of taking a Black Orc and killing a couple of my savages, I took Gorbad, and Gorbad basically boosts up the chart. He boosted it up to a 6, which means they get a free move, and then since they couldn't charge anybody, they get to use their normal, do a normal move, which means I get to get my spells for my savages, my Savage Orc Shaman. So that's, I mean, that was a little bonus. Anyways, Mangler moves up, Trolls move up. I move the short Night Goblin with the bows behind the Mangler, and I move, or I couldn't move that unit of Night Goblins right next to Gorbad because that rock was in the way, and we said those rocks were actually blocking terrain. So that was kind of a pain in the ass. I kind of moved the Archaon around a little bit, and then I moved the Undead Shaman way in the back rear because he's getting closer and closer to call up some Undead units and get some rear charges. Magic phase, I get 6 power dice, which is a little lower than average. First thing I do is I throw 3 dice on Hand of Gork and get double 6s, so it's irresistible. And I go ahead and I pick up this unit of Night Goblins. You can see in this row right here, this is how many dice I threw at it. I threw 5 dice onto how far I could move, and it really didn't get that far. It was only like 12 inches. So I just threw them in front of the rock, and it's also kind of blocking the Trolls for a turn, but hopefully I get some Fanatics out if he decides to charge. I get the small pie template to blow up against my miscast, and I lose 3 savages. Oh well. I'm gonna go to shooting phase. The Howdah crew is gonna go ahead and shoot at these guys over here, and they don't kill anybody, of course. I don't even think they hit. I don't even know why I took the pictures. Over here we got the Doom Divers. The Doom Divers are both aiming at the Juggernauts because I believe the Juggernauts are the heaviest armored unit in the whole on the board right now. And as you can see, the first guy misfires. That sucks. And then I get a 1, which means he blows up and dies. Second guy. It gets shot off into the middle of nowhere. He decides he wants to fly off the board. That sucks. And then these 20 goblins here, you know what? They're just going to go ahead and pick at these guys over here, and they kill off 1. I'm surprised that even happened, to be honest. I got like 4 hits, and then or 4 wounds, and out of the 4 wounds, I killed 1, and he failed his armor save. So that was about it for my turn. We're going to Chaos turn 2 now. So first things first, he goes ahead and charges Archaon into my Night Goblins. My Night Goblins pass any terror check or panic check or whatever it was. And they sit there, they stand and shoot. They go ahead and throw the Fanatics out. 1 goes right through the unit. The other 2 stop right in front. So that means he has to run into them. Takes 2d6 on each one of those and 1d6 on the one that went through. They did 13 wounds. Out of 13 wounds, they only got 2 kills. 2! I'm like, come on, man. He had some lucky armor saves. I mean, there's strength 5, armor piercing, which is a -3 to their modifiers, but Jesus Christ, they only 2? I mean, I don't know, but still gonna go ahead and stand and shoot, and I don't think any of those guys even bothered wounding. And then sure enough, he goes ahead and connects. Over here, he kind of moves around, like swings some people out, turns some people around. And then on his magic phase, he gets 11 power dice, or I'm sorry, 10 power dice, and I believe he tried to do the pendulum attack, and it would have been like a strength 10 hit onto the Trolls, basically a straight line through the Night Goblins, then the Trolls, and I basically dispel it. I couldn't have him damaging my Trolls before they even got into combat. So then he goes ahead and does, I believe, was it the Mind Razor one? Onto my Arachnorok Spider here, and he gets it off. Or I'm sorry, not Mind Razor, Miasma, and Basically, it's a hex spell that lowers the ballistic skill, initiative, and movement, and so he lowers it by 2. I let that one go, and I believe that was about it. We're gonna go to close combat. Close combat. Archaon killed about like 8 of these goblins by himself. Those other guys barely did anything. Sure enough, he takes out 10 night goblins. And the night goblins actually killed off 1 horse. I love it when they do that stuff. These night goblins, they just like randomly pick off one good person with heavy armor and stuff like that. You know, I go to take my panic test and I get really close on passing it, but not close enough. So they go ahead and run, and he overruns right into the trolls. He actually caught up to the night goblins, killed them off, and overruns right into the trolls. So the trolls are up next. Orcs and Goblins turn 2. I'm going to go ahead and move my Ragnarok literally out of the charge arc of those warriors there, facing them down. My Fanatic over here just kind of just swirled off. He's trying to hit Andrew in the junk. And then my Mangler over here, he gets it in and connects through that set of warriors right there. And he goes ahead and kills off pretty much like 7 of them, or 6 of them, which is just great. Now he's kind of facing the Juggernauts. The Juggernauts can't really just afford to walk into him. So they're just going to go ahead and sit back and actually might have to reform or back up either way. My Savages, they go ahead and declare a charge onto the Warriors, and they fail charge. Bastards. It wasn't that bad either. It was like an 8 they needed or something like that, and they still failed. Man. Over here, I move up my Night Goblins, literally 8 inches away of these guys, so they could release some Fanatics. And the Fanatics go through, and all the Fanatics just sit there, like 7 inches away. All 3 of them, 7 inches away. Man. So I go ahead and I move my Night Goblin Wolf Boy over here on the Night Goblin Shaman, right behind the Juggernauts, kind of just intimidate him, I guess, and just throw up some skeletons if I can. Magic phase, I get 5 power dice, and then I go ahead and throw a few dice onto Grave Call. He dispels it. Throw a Brainbuster at him. He dispels it. And I forgot what else, but basically he dispelled it all with that guy right there. I probably tried to do Foot of Gork on him, and he probably dispelled it as well. So, Doom Divers, I'm going to aim him at the Juggernaut. The one Doom Diver left. And, unfortunately, he drifts off, and he can't even connect to anybody else. So, I kind of pissed off with my Doom Divers today. Over here, it's close combat. Archaon goes ahead and kills off one of my trolls, and then puts on 2 wounds onto another one. So he did at least 5 wounds right there that didn't get regen. And then his knights, they're strength 7 with the lances. Holy shit! I did not expect that. They did 2 more wounds to kill off another troll. That troll does not even get close to wounding back. I was hoping he'd at least kill one of the knights, but as you can see, his accuracy was piss poor. And sure enough, he runs, and Archaon again overruns and clinks right into Gorbad's unit. Oh god, this is going to be nasty. So now we got Boar Boys, and I have the hero there. The hero might be able to handle Archaon. I don't know, maybe. Gorbad? Maybe. Now this is the end of times Archaon, might I add. I didn't even tell you guys that, but this is the end of time. So he has like 8 attacks, like I think like 7 wounds or something crazy. I don't know. Anyways, let's go on to Chaos turn 3. Chaos turn 3, he goes ahead and declares a charge into the Savages. Savages are going to hold, of course, because they can't run. They're immune to psychology with Frenzy. His other knights over here decide they're going to charge right through the Fanatics. They said, screw it. They're surrounded by a Fanatic. They're surrounded by Manglers. They're not really going to do anything. And if they sit there, they're probably going to get hit anyways. So let's charge through the Fanatics and get into the Night Goblins. They connect, but guess what? Holy crap, those Fanatics. They wiped out that whole unit. They took out, literally, like out of 12 guys he had left, or 13 guys he had left, they literally took out everybody except the Champion. Champion literally makes it, and guess what? I stand and shoot, and I killed him with the stand and shoot. Oh, man, that's awesome. Those Night Goblins right there, probably my MVP right there. Over here, his Chaos Warriors are moving out of the woods and going this way towards to back up Archaon against Gorbad and the boys, and they leave me with a great side flank right now. And over here, he did something that I totally did not expect. He turned his Juggernauts to face my Goblin Shaman on the Wolf. So, okay, whatever. He gets 9 power dice for his magic phase, and he does Occam's Mind Razor. which basically swaps out his strength with his leadership. So basically, he's like leadership 9 or 10 with Archaon, probably 10, and so yeah, they're overly strong in that unit right now. He goes ahead and he challenges, and I am going to gladly accept with my champion. My thought process on this whole scenario was he's going to go ahead and chump up my champion, right? But I have Gorbad with always striking first, kill off the 2 other guys. Gorbad, Banner, Rank, and BSB. I could possibly beat him out on combat resolution, right? So he goes ahead and he gets overkill on this guy. He kills him for 4. Gorbad kills off the other 2 Chaos Knights, you know, with his no armor saves. And then I didn't know Archaon was actually unbreakable. That fucking sucks. I hate to say it. He gets with his challenging, and he gets his gift from the gods. Basically, he gets he could reroll one of his failed to hit or 2 wounds. And yeah, what an asshole. So he sits there for another turn, and I'm thinking, ah, shit, I'm gonna die, because this is end of times Archaon, man. He gets like 8 attacks, and I don't know, he gets a bunch of shit, and he has like a 3-up ward save. I'm like, holy crap, did not expect that whatsoever. And usually, what happens is what you don't expect is what could kill you, more or less. So over here, he goes ahead and he challenges the savages. And originally, I was going to decline with my shaman, and then I was like, you know what? Screw it. Oh, I'm sorry. No, actually, he did challenge with, I believe, his sorcerer or his other guy, and because they're supposed to challenge, they have to challenge. So I declined it with my shaman. Then he challenged with somebody else, and I was like, okay, I guess there's 2 challenges going out. So I go answer it with my champion. My champion goes into the challenge, and he gets punked pretty bad, actually. Well, actually, no. He only took 1 wound. He didn't get punked really bad. Savages kill off 3 guys, and the Chaos Knights, or the Chaos guys, warriors, kill off 5 of mine. So I lose combat resolution. I'm over here thinking, well, you know what? I got this. I still got a whole horde there, and I mean, he only had 18 guys, and he's down to like 15 plus a sorcerer or whatever, right? And but I did lose combat resolution there, and I break and I run, and I didn't run far enough. I actually just barely ran like 3 inches or 4 inches, and he caught me and ran me down with like a 5. Ah, shit, man! I just lost a whole horde of savages, and this is really bad. This is basically where the game takes a turn right now. I lost my level 4, so I can't foot a Gorkim. Ah, crap, man! This is gonna kick my ass. So, yeah. Over here, it's going to be Orcs and Goblins turn 3. Well, you know what? I still got my ace in the hole, the Ragnarok. He's going to charge into the side flank there. I only need a 7 on 3 dice because he has Swift Stride. And what does he roll? He rolls a 6. Seriously? 1 inch short. 1 inch short. Cannot get into the side flank there. For shits and giggles, at the end of the game, we decided to see what would have happened if the Ragnarok did charge in. He did kill off like 7 or 8 of those guys. He probably would have ran them down and made them flee in panic. But over here, my 2 compulsory guys, the Mangler and the Fanatic, are just kind of dancing around in the plains. And then my Goblin Shaman just kind of ran around the Skull Crushers, and he's like, oh shit, I thought it was like a hero that was going to charge me. I was like, no, it's just a Shaman, dude. He's going to just run around you all day. That's the closest you get, and cheapest you could get for movement in Shaman is a Wolf, basically, because the next up would be a Flying Carpet, and that's like 100 points, I think. Magic Phase, I get 8 power dice, and I throw them onto Soul Stealer to try to nuke a unit, and I don't even think I did damage. Yeah, I rolled really shitty. I rolled a 4, which didn't even do anything for leadership-wise. And then I go ahead and throw Grave Call. I try to get some monstrous infantry out. Try to throw out some like Vargeist or something, or Crypt Ghouls, and look at that roll, man. 5 dice and a mushroom. And not only that, I choked on the mushroom. Oh, come on, man. So I take a wound on choking on the mushroom. Doom Diver, gonna go ahead and aim at this unit of Chaos Warriors, and I kill off like 4 of them, or 3 of them, no, 4 of them, which is pretty good. And then over here, Gorbad and the boys, of course, Archaon's going to go ahead and challenge. And I decline actually with my hero, Goblin Wolf Boy, trying to see if I could get enough attacks with Gorbad and all the boys in. And sure enough, I go ahead and I swing with Gorbad. Always strikes first. I hit him like 3 times. I am not fast enough where I can reroll my my always strikes first attacks because he has a faster initiative, even though I got always strikes first. So I hit him 3 times. I wound him twice, and out of 2 wounds that were about to multiply to D3 wounds, he saved them both. His ward save was like a 3-up. I don't even understand how he has a 3-up ward save. Who has a 3-up ward save? Apparently Archaon does. What the hell, man? This sucks. So Archaon, in his true fashion, evil and chaotic, kills all the Boar Boys. 8 attacks, kills all the Boar Boys, leaves Gorbad to run away, minus 8 wounds. I had a BSB only left, and yeah, that basically causes Gorbad to run in panic, and of course he chased him down and killed him. So he just killed my savages, he killed Gorbad, and all I had left was the Ragnarok and a unit of Night Goblins and a Goblin Shaman and some random Fanatic and Mangler. I just called it quits right there. I am shocked. I mean, like, the game would have been a little bit different if the savages stuck around, but you know, it was Archaon himself, man. He just kind of, from the beginning of the game, if you watch the beginning of the game all the way through, you just watch him bulldoze. He bulldozes through the Night Goblins, he bulldozes through the Trolls, and then he bulldozed right through Gorbad's unit. And yeah, that's a little overpowered there, man. I'm still trying to figure out how to hit him if I ever face him again, which I probably will, because Andrew's a local, so I'll be playing him plenty of times. So I gotta kind of come up with a strategy on how to take out Archaon. Possibly just try to, I don't know, I can't really tie him up with anything because he just kind of runs through it. You know, Foot of Gorkim or I don't know, magic missiles or Doom Divers, not magic missiles. Anyways, if you guys have any ideas or hints or comments, please just put them in the comment section below. If you like the video, hit the like button, or even subscribe if you haven't already. And I will be putting up more videos very soon. I have a game coming up where it was my brother versus my dad, Ogres versus Skaven. And then I also have another game where I fought a rematch against Daniel on his High Elves, and it's a much closer match. Anyways, guys, take care, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.